In the early days of Islam, numerous battles waged against the believers. The oppressive social order of the day was upset by eager Muslims seeking justice for all, including Jews and Christians, named in the Quran as people of the book. To the opponents of the new social order, a successful defeat of the Muslims meant nothing short of genocide. As armies mounted, the Muslims were often faced with enormous challenges that were seemingly unending. Both men and women defended their communities, often standing guard against daily random attacks of violence. One such soldier who pledged life to protect others, including the Prophet Muhammad, may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, was in fact a woman. Her successes in battle far outnumbered those of the average male soldier of the day. She saved the life of the Blessed Prophet on several occasions when male warriors failed or were prompted to get out of her way. She was extolled by the Prophet himself for her strong faith, endless loyalty, and prowess as a strategic warrior. "Ask Allah to make us your companions in paradise," she once asked of the beloved Prophet, who in turn said, "O Allah, make them my companions in paradise." Her name was Nasiba bint Ka'b bint Auf al-Ansariya, also known as Ummara, of the tribe of Bani Mazin. Ummara and her family, including husband Zayd bin Asim and two sons Habib bin Zayd and Abdullah bin Zayd, were among the earliest to embrace Islam and pledge support to the Prophet Muhammad. Ummara holds an honorable place in the history of Islam. She was instrumental in the expedient growth of the new religion and proved to be fearless in defending the Muslims through numerous assaults, including noted battles such as Uhud, Al-Hudaybiyah, Khaybar, the fulfilled Umrah, Hunayn, and the Battle of Yamama. Her most important role came about during the Battle of Uhud. Witnessing a rapid change of the scene against the Muslims, Ummara took up arms and rushed to the defense of the Prophet. Upon discovering that the warrior had no shield, the Prophet ordered one of the retreating men, "Give your shield to the one who is fighting." In turn, the man handed her the shield, which she used to defend the Prophet, using also the bow and arrow along with a sword. Ummara was attacked by horsemen but never wavered nor felt fear. She later boldly claimed, "If they had been on foot as we were, we would have beaten them down with God's help." Abdullah bin Zayd, her son, was wounded during this particular battle. After bandaging his wounds, Ummara commanded, "Go and fight the enemy, my son." The Prophet admired her sense of sacrifice and commanded her, "Who can endure what you have endured, Ummara?" Suddenly the man who had struck her son attacked her, and the Prophet warned her, "This is the one who has wounded your son." She bravely confronted the man, who her very son described as being like a great tree trunk, and struck at his leg, sending him to his knees before defeating him. At one stage, the Prophet was left alone, so taking the opportunity, one of the opponents, Ibn Kumayya, charged at the Prophet shouting, "Show me Muhammad, I will kill him." So Musayb ibn Umayya, along with some of the other companions, dashed to the protection of the Prophet. Ummara was among them. She struck fiercely at the enemy, even though he was wearing double armor. However, Ibn Kumayya managed to hit her in the neck, wounding her seriously. The Prophet quickly called on her son, your mother, bandage her wound." Understanding that the Prophet was pleased on her determination and valor, Ummara requested of him, "Ask Allah to make us your companions in paradise." On one such occasion, Omar bin al-Khattab, the second caliph, was brought a present of very beautiful silk garments, An associate suggested that the best pieces be sent to the Caliph's daughter-in-law, but Omar insisted, "This is something which I will send to someone who deserves it more than the wife of my son, Ummara Nasiba bin Ka'b. On the day of Uhud, I heard the messenger of Allah say, whenever I looked to the right or left, I saw her fighting in front of me." And such was the life journey of Ummara, the warrior who stood firm in the battlefield when many fled, who sent her wounded son back into the thick of the battle, and was prepared to give her life to save the Blessed Prophet. May we learn from her life. May we learn from her unwavering faith and commitment that character is often measured by good deeds and noble actions. May Allah ever be pleased with her soul.